Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, just on the heels of Miss Halle Berry talking about how she was gonna keep the wrong man, and she clapping back at everybody because they was laughing about how she can't keep a man. Now, mind you, before I show you this video, Miss Berry has a man, Mr. Van Hunt, and he is like a singer and this and that. But look, check out what she does on the Oscar, I guess on the red carpet or what have you. Just check it out. Oh my God! Oh my God! Now, mind you, she's doing this in front of that man's wife. Now, she does this in the vein of this was 22 years ago or whatever. He did her like that on the stage, and she quote unquote had to get him back. So you were still thinking about that kiss 22 years later? Like, this is why she been the problem. This is why. Because she thinks this kind of stuff is all right in front of that man's wife, and the wife was being a real good sport about it or whatever. She didn't come out of character. She didn't really seem to mind as far as we can see. But come on, girl, how classless is that? How classless is that? Like, it's always getting caught up with these white boys. Now, man, her man right now that she got now is black. But she been with these white breads whole time. That's who she like. They just don't treat her worth for nothing because she probably basically simps up after these men. And they takes advantage, you know what I'm saying? They takes her for all her money and all of that kind of stuff. And it's not funny, but it is, because you are 58 and you still, come on, girl. Come on, Miss Halle. Come on, Miss Berry. This is why the singleness. She's been married a couple of times, but these relationships have not worked. They've ended badly. Okay, these men, she basically be paying for the men because the men come through, they be kind of like arm candy, right? And they look good on her arm and this and that. And then once they get tired of it, they takes her for her money because she a sugar mama. I just find it to be ridiculous that she thought that this was a good idea for her to do this. And I guess she thinks she called herself playing or whatever, like he played with her. Leave that alone. You let him do it 20 something years ago when I think she had a man at that time and still thought it was okay. This is not a movie. You're not in a role where you gotta kiss your coworker. Y'all in a scene together and y'all kiss. That's one thing. You're not on the clock. So what are you doing? Well, Crimson, why you not talking about Adrian? He's the guy. He's the one that's married. His wife standing right there. Let that be his burden to bear. But as a woman that supposedly represent class and you this and that, there's no way that a lioness thinks to do that. No way. I don't care What happened 20 some years ago? You ain't trying to get nobody back for nothing. He didn't embarrass you 20 some years ago. You enjoyed that kiss. I guess you like Adrian. Like, it's just not a good look, especially that was 20 some years ago. So you were what, in your 30s at that time? You're punching 60 in the gut at this point with a man. You supposed to be elevated above that. You know, see him on the red carpet and, hey, you know, if you friendly with him. Nobody's saying don't be friendly with the people that you work with and the people that you know personally, you know, that you see on the red carpet or whatever. Hey, how you doing? You know, however you want to greet them. But this is doing too much. And again, she'll render this, oh, we was just playing. This was just a throwback to that moment, you know, when I was on the stage and da 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 da. None of that means nothing. Because what if his woman wasn't so cool about that? What if his woman wasn't cool? Now, see, if she had a kind of snatched you up, you know, did a polite Oscar red carpet yoke up, you'd have thought she was wrong. Talking about, oh, you know, I just had to do it. For real? Really? You just had to do it? Couldn't resist? You've been the problem, beloved. You've been the problem, beloved. Because you think stuff like this is okay. Always jumping out the window for these white men. That's how you won the Oscar that you won, because you jumped out the window. You was in role, but it was such a disgusting role with Billy Bob Thornton of all people. Where even is he in Hollywood anymore? And where is Van Hunt? Where her man at? Did he bother to come to the Oscars with her? Was he somewhere in the back? Was he not paying attention? Like, I just wonder where he is. And I wonder if that was a conversation when she got back home or when they got back to the hotel or whatever, got on the phone or whatever. I just wonder if that was just a little conversation. I would like to know how Mr. Hunt feel about this. If you still with the brother. Because he showed not in this clip. How they come through and be embarrassing themselves and embarrassing the men they with need to be studied. It really do. These chicks do not know. And I know to a certain degree, these are people who live lives differently a bit than regular people. I get that part. But decorum is decorum. I don't care where you at and where you come from and what your profession is. But jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.